Welcome back to Fairway Media's coverage of Tale of Two Rivers. This is round 3 coverage. Thank you for joining us once again. I am Peter Artman. Again, join with me, Jared McGlinchey. We have a great round at the Riverside Disc Golf Course. What do you think of the next coverage coming up?
Yeah, that's right, folks. Big shout out to Splash Melnik and Eric the Leopard Laiblin. Awesome tournament directors, awesome folks. But yeah, we have switched venues. We are at Riverside, and here's our lead card.
Yep, we got John Babb, Axel Olson, Kyle Crabtree, and Kenny Clark. Here it is in mixed order, but a very great card coming up here. We got Axel Olson and Kyle Crabtree tied at 17 down. Let's get it started. This is at Sumner in Sumner, Washington. The last course was at Auburn, Washington, about a city apart from each other, so easy to make it out here. Hole 1, looking pretty open fairways, and yeah, what do you think about the starting hole?
Well, Riverside has been around for quite some time, and hole 1 starts off with the little barbecue pit area, and then the tee pad's right there. Pretty straight, basic shot, Peter. Just grip it and rip it.
Yep, yeah, don't get caught by these first trees. If you do try to cut it wide, sometimes the forehand or even just a Anheuser backhand can get you, but let's see. We got Axel Olson just lacing it up, doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, Axel Olson, if he wasn't a disc golfer, could definitely get a part-time job as a park ranger.
Okay, I wasn't sure what you're doing with that one, but I concur with that. Here we go. We got Kyle Crabtree, hatless. We do have some hat stats if you didn't get to check out the first 2 rounds.
And it looks like the same result. Kyle Crabtree needs to put that hat back on, Peter. John Babb.
Yeah, John Babb coming up.
Up-and-coming player. Absolutely pipes this shot, and it looks like he was going with something slow speed there, so slow fade.
Yeah.
Put it right in the parking lot there.
Do what you're supposed to do. Kenny Clark mixing it up with the forehand, flexing it.
A kaleidoscope of shots out of Kenny Clark here.
Yeah. See where that, wow. Got some good tree love there, and he's parked. Kyle from just outside circle, or?
I would say just outside, correct. And this is how Kyle's home course. He has spent a lot of time at Riverside, and he has made that putt once or twice.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder what that's going to do to the hat stats, Peter.
Yeah, it's effective. Well, now the no hat stat. We had the hat on, the backwards. You know, that was a whole debate the last time. So we'll see how this plays out. Now we got Axel Olson. This should be a pretty easy tap in for him, and luckily I'm accurate in that assessment.
Lumberjack style, straight through the wood.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, nice summer day here. This was actually from last year, 2022. There's been a nice backlog. Luckily for Fairway Media, we've been pretty busy filming up some tournaments, and this is one that we could not let up. Some things can fall by the wayside, but this one's full of great action here.
Pretty much a must-get, Peter.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
For these open players. How about hole 2 in this beautiful, picturesque Riverside disc golf, Peter?
Oh yeah, hole 2, 342 feet, same as the last hole, incidentally. And yeah, again, pretty straightforward. You just don't want to go too far past, but not really much elevation. Really, the worst part is when you kind of shank it and go off to the right. I'm very familiar with that territory. So
you do not want to be right. This is just a nice turnover backhand shot or a nice clean forehand.
Yeah. And
evident by Axel's absolute complete crush of this. I mean, he put that exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, I mean, that was literally the same throw he did the last hole. So that's what you're going for here, and Kyle will try to follow suit.
Little camouflage shorts, Kyle. That might come into effect. A little camouflage Crabtree.
Yeah.
Left it a bit right.
Yeah, a bit right. Not the ideal, but he'll be looking. Probably same distance as last hole, so he's just kind of repeating.
All business, John Babb.
He is all business. Them hoochie daddy shorts.
Look at those shorts.
Yeah,
and he left out a little bit left. It's going to be probably a tough putt from there, Peter.
Yeah.
And Kyle's lining up, or Kenny's lining up his patented forehand shot here.
Yeah. Sticking with it.
Almost put it in the biscuit in the basket.
Biscuit in the basket, almost. Just over. A little twiddle fingers to send us off. Send us off to John Babb outside circle.
What was that?
I don't know.
I mean, was it a spirit finger? Was it saying hi to his fans? Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah. Let's see Kyle straddling from that tree there. A little bit of a odd look.
He's not added the hat yet.
Nope.
But so far, 1 for 1.
Oh,
and now
yeah.
2 for 2 hatless stat.
You got the hashtag hat stat.
Unbelievable. Crabtree, isn't he a world champion putter, I believe, in the past?
That is fact. USDGC, I think 2 times.
2-time.
2-time USDGC putting champion.
And Kenny attempting the Anheuser putt here.
Yeah.
And getting more rim than he would have liked. And Axel Olson with the easy tap in there.
Yep. Yep. Just little cleanups. And moving on.
Another must get, I think, for most open players.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, those first 2 holes, those should be the birdies. And as we get to these more treacherous holes with OBs and thinner layouts or thinner lines, you're going to really want to save them for these. And hole 3 coming up right here, first par 4, 106 feet. You'll need all of that for this one. What do you think of this?
607 feet.
Yeah.
And the big issue here is that when you throw your standard straight shot, you need to make sure that you don't let it leak out left.
Yes.
Because there is some OB over there.
Ooh.
And I'm not sure. I think he's probably safe.
Yeah, there's a gravel road right there. It could potentially be in the mix there. But
little hyzer flip action. And there's also, I believe, a Mando tree somewhere around there as well.
Yeah. I know on the left side, as you hook around, there is, I think, avoiding the parking lot. So either way, but yeah, you kind of want to do what Kyle does, where you hang it out to the right enough where you set yourself up for a really good clear shot to the fin.
And an absolute phenomenal textbook shot out of John Babb.
Yeah, good setup. We'll have to see how far he got there. And this is I think, a shot. If you have the forehand, you should definitely utilize.
Especially if it leaks left like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can throw it like Kenny Clark, definitely do so.
Oh, yeah. That's always a good note. If you can throw like a pro, then you should.
And it looks like maybe Axel might have leaked outside. We'll have to double check. But, yeah. He was really close to those rocks. And that's where you don't want to be, definitely.
Yeah.
If you get a good wind gust off the river on a nose-up hyzer shot, you're in deep trouble, I'll tell you.
And we are right by the river. Yep, second shot for Babb. This is another spot you want to look out for. You got some of that shrubbery over on the right. Can make it really hard for your
and there's that putts. Mando that we were talking about, Peter, and Crabtree had to throw the forehand.
Yeah, he had a wild forehand from the ankle.
And that's Crabtree for you, just a wild man.
Oh, yeah. All sorts of ankle shots. Kenny, I think maybe a little short for the upshot there. Maybe, he'll be looking outside circle for his birdie putt.
I have a sneaking suspicion that still might be in his range.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kyle, I guess, didn't have too great of a second shot, and now he's going to be putting from par where he landed. And look at this. Whoa! Flash in the...
This is the tower. Your buzzing is not approved.
Yep, almost. He got a flyby. All right, a little good setup there. And yeah, as I saw, when you get kind of pitched up right here, it's not ideal and hard foot placing, but let's see if he can convert. Oh, just caught it too.
Absolutely.
Man, that was uncertain. If you paused it right when it hit chains, I would not have been certain that actually caught. But good on him for that sticking and a good par to convert on. Here's Kyle Crabtree looking for par.
Starting to dig in. Mm-hmm. We know what happens when he does that little dig in method.
It's usually good.
He typically doesn't miss, Peter.
Add one to the stats.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah, good par conversion. Had a little bit of a down slope there too, so it makes it difficult.
I want to put Crabtree's dig it status.
Oh no, John Babb. You know what? Even my head, I was thinking sometimes when it's like, it's a tester range right there, and even for pros, you already know where it's like it's just inside the circle, but it's kind of one of those that you didn't exactly practice for. But he'll hopefully pick up
I've got my
Pick up from that
stat guys working on the diggins.
Oh, we do. We
The
email them.
diggins stat. Yeah, they're working on it now. We don't have the exact statistics offhand, Peter, but we will have that momentarily.
They're pending.
And the unusual bogey out of Axel Olson.
Yep. So Kyle will take the lead for now. We got hole 4. This one's coming back when they were going the other way, and this one is going to be right along the river. You want to avoid the left side, as it's this is being filmed in the fall, and during the summer, obviously, you see there's a lot more shrubbery. You can get some disc loss on the left, but otherwise, if you leave it off to the right, give yourself good placement, then life is good.
Yep, and you also have that Mando on the right-hand side up here.
Yes.
Where that trail kind of lies left that you have to avoid, and then further up in that clump of trees, I believe, is another Mando. So
yeah, Kenny lifted off pretty good. He was a little bit low, but yeah, did a good anti-forehander to keep him out of that the OB on the right, and that's to make sure that you're not hitting anybody in the last tee that we were on.
yeah, I think that thick grass affected that shot a little bit.
Yeah, there's
And
no...
takes that skip away, but
Wow.
it looks like Mr. Crabtree got quite the skippy Ricky.
He found the one area you can actually skip. Very
Right.
surprising. As we were going to say, hard level for skip, hard terrain for it, but when there's a will, there's a way.
According to
Wow.
Kyle's
There we
fifth
go.
grade teacher, he's been an excellent skipper for quite some time.
Wow. There we go. Getting the exclusive interview, folks. All right. We have John Babb doing well converting. Now we got Axel Olson.
That's pretty much exactly how you want to shape this shot.
Yeah.
Leaks it a little bit left, but man, what a doozy of a shot.
Yeah, should be pin high. Yeah, judging by Kenny's shots, he'll be first to putt.
You know, it's one of those times that just feels like we're in his range, even though it's not standard putting range.
50-60 laser. I'm calling it. Oh, my
get your
God.
popcorn ready, Peter.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is the first time I'm even watching this, and this is just his range. If you watch Kenny Clark enough, he loves this range. He almost, I'm not even sure if I could say as a stat, he probably is better at circle 2 than circle 1. He loves these laser lines, and I love watching him. Ooh, Axel Olson, wish he could get that back. Missing the birdie putt.
Backpack on putting stat is over 95% for Crabtree. And the comebacker,
Yep.
those aren't always easy.
Nope, you can get flustered. And you folks know that.
Now,
already.
this is my favorite hole, Peter.
Well, tell me.
Par 3, 234-foot shot.
Yeah.
You have the river, and trust me, if you turn something over, you might as well say goodbyes.
Yeah. It's
gone.
intimidating. It's intimidating, this hole. And sometimes as we come across this overhang on the tree, it can hang a little bit too much on the fairway and can smack your disc down.
Correct.
Makes it hard.
Really, for me, the shot is a patent pending Uli Raptor shot or any kind of disc of that nature, and just try to throw it straight and end up in that little clump of trees where the basket sits, nestled nicely.
Yeah, the backhand is pretty risky. I feel like this is the shot. I mean, I think you should learn a forehand just to do this shot because it makes it so much easier, less to think about, and proof is in the pudding. Kyle Crabtree, noted for his anti-shots, is doing the forehand.
Correct.
Yep, so yeah, Kenny's was textbook. Oh.
And see,
Kyle's going to leave it out wide.
that is just curving enough at the last second
Yeah.
to where he doesn't have to worry about those trees. But if he pushes that too straight, that disc is at risk of getting wet.
Yeah.
And, ooh, Babb, he's a little bit frustrated, but that looks good to me, Peter.
Yeah, we'll have to see why maybe he was frustrated. Maybe he hit a tree we didn't hear, but as we go on, we'll see the results. And Babb
Axel Olson.
Axel looking home for a good skip. Not as much action that he wanted. Oh, and look at this. Yeah, he knew where he was placed, and that is just straight prison. Trying to get that through. Yeah,
Those guardian trees do work, and this is why you want to push it a little bit further straight than you think.
Yeah.
And it looks, is he digging in? Oh, the hair is in his eyes. Where's the hat, Peter?
I don't know, man.
Does he need it?
This might be a hatless round.
Whoa, was that almost a false start? Ooh, he's digging in.
Yeah, he's getting ready for it.
He doesn't miss when he dig
There we
it.
go. Yeah,
That's 3 in a row.
yeah. Send that. Send it over to our people. That's what's happening.
Hold on, Peter. Can you take care of this?
Oh,
I gotta talk to our stat guys.
100%. Yeah. So we're doing good so far. But I really like this hole. Like Jared was saying, this is a really cool hole because it's short, but it does provide some action. Whether or not you're, place a good shot, but have those, prison trees, or if you're just left with a sexy shot like one of these. Nice birdie conversion for Axel. And clean up here for John Babb.
Yeah, that's one you want to get when you're looking at the scorecard before the round. In your head, you pretty much tell yourself, "Oh, I'm going to get this one, Peter."
Yeah, you kind of plan for that. If you're running through the course in your head, this is one that you're hoping that you convert on.
And Kenny with the easy conversion.
Oh yeah.
And Peter, this is hole 6. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this one?
Ooh, yeah, you leave me with a tough one here. Yeah, this one is a. You got 2 routes. You have this back route that you could take, and then there was an inside gap that some people who are feeling really risky. I don't know if you would ever pull it off in the summer layout as it is right now with all the shrubbery, but looks like Kenny's going to be going for this outside route. And yeah, as you see, 231 par 3, but look at that. Look how much he had to spike that, barely get by those trees just for a look. It's not an easy hole, and I want to see if anyone does take that inside route. Otherwise,
Kyle with the sky turnover shot.
Yeah,
he's played this course a lot.
Definitely. Yeah, so.
I'm not the best player, Peter, and I always try to go down the inside gap.
There you go. Yeah, I guess that's the pro route.
But so far, it looks like the pros are a little bit more intelligent than me in their shot selection.
Yeah, and even Axel not getting that love there, and that's where it's really hard. You gotta. I think he just sliced through that easily.
You really gotta leave your disc at like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, no, 100%. From downtown, yeah, kind of late release there. Not left too much, but still looking.
And a little bit about the foliage right there in front of Axel Olson. That's not something that you can just putt straight through. It's definitely something that grabs your disc.
No, and makes it hard to find the disc. There's been many. This course is known for losing your disc. Laser beam Kenny Clark, doing another one. That's for the highlight reel. Getting to 18 under.
Can't stop, won't stop. Kenny Clark, laser beams.
Yes. Affirmations, I like it. Good affirmations. There we go. Didn't even doubt it. I was like, this is just, we can just cut this out. You already know he got the birdie. Going to 22 under, man. Wow. And still staying 3 strokes above. 4 now. And a bunch of cleanups. Interesting hole for this lead card. Ooh,
a fumble on the pickup.
Dismount. Yep. Let the statisticians know.
All right.
All right. Here we got hole 7, par 3, 279. This is probably one of the most narrow gaps that you're going to experience. If you do it low and you get caught by some of those early sticks, it can leave you for a hard par to hit. Otherwise, pretty straightforward. You just want to get into that opening gap.
And looks like this hole is sponsored by a very locally renowned disc golfer, Trevor Cram Hill.
Oh,
yeah,
the Cram.
The Cram.
T. Hill.
Also a phenomenal mustache. I don't know if it competes with John Babb's, but that tree I've been introduced to once or twice. Peter.
Yes, that is one thing to be known, as that tree is one of the biggest factors of this hole. Is kind of, if you can avoid that tree, usually you're doing good. Like even in that position, Kyle's gonna be looking at birdie, but that tree has taken many strokes from many folks.
Good one.
Thank you, Axel Olson. And nice, straight. That's what you want.
He's got a career in cleaning, Peter. That was as clean as it gets.
Oh yes, as a park ranger now and as a course cleaner.
That's correct. John Babb putting it where you want to be on the dance floor.
Looking good, showing the seasoned vets how they do it, It's an interesting hole, and we got
circle
Kenny from way out. Oh, almost converting. Not enough laser beam this time.
Okay.
Yep, so Kyle from just inside circle.
He's got the sway. He's got it today, Peter.
Sway today, baby. Let's go.
And look at the swagger and the emotion on Crabtree as he retrieves his disc.
Just a gritty, I'm ready to take this down.
He's fired up.
I'm ready to take this down today. Let's go. But we got this guy trailing.
Axel Olson is unaffected by Kyle's grittiness.
Oh, yeah. No, he said, hey, man, I'll park this. You ain't outputting me. There we go. Birdies on birdies. Kenny with the lone par. An interesting hole played out, but some good action.
Looks like Kenny is directing traffic.
He said, hey, any grizzly bears around here? No?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure before I putt this. All right.
Yeah, Kenny doesn't putt well with grizzly bears around. Oh, and speaking of grizzly bears, there's Babb. Okay, hole 8.
390. This one's on the last tail of this river, river. Kyle doing the pretty textbook thing. It's a hard one to convert on. This one is actually not a must get, but one if you do get as a birdie, you got a stroke on most of the field.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to leave your shot out like Axel did. You want to have it go straight and through the right side gap and then kind of have it fade out left, but you don't want to leave it out too far left because there is that beautiful raging river there, Peter, and likes to swallow those discs.
Oh, yeah. No, you ain't getting that back.
And John Babb actually did a pretty nice shot. I think it's probably so far a very low risk. We'll have to see how it landed. Yeah,
most of them are kind of just outside circle, a little going to be a tough putt, but an exciting one for the fans to watch. Let's see here. Which route? Oh, Kenny again just past the tree. He'll be having a good look here.
Kenny does have a tendency to get jiggy with it around trees.
Yeah, so as we see here, I mean, it was still a good shot, but still a long way to convert. Yeah, you know, when you miss and you got one bad roll away, you can be putting from the hill and sometimes from the river. Axel here is a straight shot to convert. Ooh,
he's gonna be a name to follow soon enough.
Oh, I mean, if not already, definitely. We got John Babb, closest to pin.
Ooh, the band!
The top. Oh, excuse me, Kyle Crabtree. Closest to pin. He's digging
That's going to cost you, Peter.
I know. Oh, damn ADD. Oh, God. Yeah.
And a squat.
He didn't dig that time, though. So
no, he didn't dig. That's not going into the dig in stat because he did not dig in.
Yeah, he knew that, too. He said, I'm not too sure, so I'm not going to affect that stat. But
all right, this just in. Kyle Crabtree has missed one dig-in putt in the last 39 rounds.
Wow.
And calculates out to a 99.147.
I believe it.
You're in trouble. You will be looking for a minute, Peter.
Yeah, we have a lot of shrubbery on both sides. This is where the course starts to show its teeth, right here at hole 9 as we go along through the course. Kyle doing exactly what you need to do. They've shown he's a local here. And as you were saying, too, everyone's going to kind of do a little anti-bend to just for it to straighten out with the way the tee box is.
And there's that thick foliage once again. Kyle has learned over the years that it's easier just to put it underneath the basket because there's no bushes growing there.
That's when in doubt, just put it in the basket. That's the easy thing to do. If only that easy. But John Babb listening to some of our instructions and doing it pretty well. Kenny Clark doing the lone forehand.
And he has taken off the sunglasses. You know he means business.
Yeah. Oh, low line. Let's see if... yeah, no. That's
Kenny Clark is not a big fan of that long grass, Peter.
No, you definitely, with that type of forehand, needed a good skip. And, you know, the lawn mowing isn't like Astros turf, I'll tell you that. From way far out. Just going to be a par layup. I mean, not in a good way. Axel Olson from an obstructed spot in the tree.
From tree to shining tree, Peter, but that's going to be right underneath the basket.
Yeah, just chilling. Easy conversion.
John Babb doing his best Alex Trebek impression with that mustache.
Okay.
And mustache you a question. Was that a birdie, Peter?
Boy, was it. Boy, was it.
He's on one foot.
He's hanging out.
He is great one-footed, like a crane dipping into the water to get a delicious fish.
Yep, and now with the 4-stroke lead.
And Axel Olson cleaning it up. Kenny has put the shades back on. It helps him see the chains better.
Mm-hmm. Well, he parred now, so now I think he put the shades on to say, I ain't playing games anymore. All right, I did that once. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, let's look at some highlights of the first part of the round 3.
This is pretty much a putting display here by Kenny Clark and Kyle Crabtree.
Oh, yeah. So many good putts through this round.
Not to be denied.
With that walk down, man. He walked that down. Looking great.
Bands will make them dance.
Yes.
Laser Lion Clark.
There we go. That's just what we got for the first half. Now the course is going to show its teeth. Stick around for part 2. Thank you for joining us for another Tale of Two Rivers at Riverside Disc Golf Course. Shout out to our sponsors and our tournament directors. And, of course, to my commentary partner, Jeremy McGlinchey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Huge shout out to Splash Melnik and Leopard Laiblin.
Yes, definitely. We will see you on the back 9.